Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Former NRL player Jared Hayne will find out today how long he'll spend behind bars after being found guilty of sexually assaulting a woman in Newcastle on grand final night in 2018. The guilty verdict followed a third trial which wrapped up last month. The 35-year-old was convicted on 2 counts of sexual intercourse without consent. Detectives are interviewing the residents of a Windale home following an early morning home invasion. They've set up a crime scene at the Mile Street address after officers were called there just before 3 a.m. Police are still trying to piece together what happened, but say no one's been injured. 2 teenage boys have been charged with theft and trespassing offences in the Upper Hunter. Police allege the pair, aged 15 and 16, were involved in a number of stealing offences in the Muswellbrook area in the past week. The 15-year-old also breached bail conditions. Both will face the Children's Court in the coming weeks. The mental health of the Hunters' healthcare workers is being placed front and centre this International Nurses' Day. A recent report out of the New South Wales Nurses and Midwives Association revealed more than half of respondents plan to leave their current roles within the next 5 years, and 37% plan to go within 12 months. Healthcare Heartbeat Program facilitator Catherine Kernow says positive wellbeing needs to be fostered within the sector.
These are all really contributed towards increased sense of developing anxiety, depression, PTSD and burnout. And the parliamentary report on mental health and first responders has found that an increase in occurrence of mental health disorders, in particular, which is really quite disturbing, increasing their risk of death by suicide.
Construction is getting underway on the Hunter Street Mall revitalisation. It's being turned back into a traditional high street with wider footpaths, upgraded street lighting, landscaping and road and drainage works. Council is spending $2 million on the project. Lake Macquarie City Council will host an electric vehicle open day tomorrow in a bid to bring the region in line with the statewide take-up of EVs. The Newcastle local government area has the highest proportion of hybrid and electric vehicles in the region, followed by Maitland and Lake Macquarie. Council Sustainability Engagement Coordinator Chris Hull says the event is being held in a bid to address the growing appetite for the vehicles among residents.
We hope that from having an event like this that people will be able to put in motion purchasing an electric vehicle and help drive down emissions in our region and in their own lives. It's something that everybody can aspire to.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights forward Adam Elliott is set to make his first appearance for the club since round 1 after recovering from a groin injury. The 28-year-old says he'll be looking to make an impact when he comes off the bench in the club's clash with the Titans at home on Sunday.
I want to get on and change the game. Bit of leg speed around the ruck and hopefully tighten us up in defence through that middle period where everyone's starting to get a little bit tired and maybe a little bit sloppy. I'd love to go out there and really tighten us up and add a bit of spark in attack.
Meanwhile, the club has signed towering prop Dane Orca-Folau from the North Sydney Bears for the rest of the season. Valentine President Paul Gaydon is disappointed by the lack of feedback from Football Australia after they were left off a shortlist to join the national second tier next year. The club were told via email of their exclusion, but were given no reasons for the decision. And Cessnock will take on Swansea Belmont tomorrow afternoon before Maitland face off against Adamstown in the Australia Cup. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 3, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18 and 28, and the Powerball is 14. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.